I'm Sergeant Tim Cornelius with the Collier County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit, Safety and Traffic Enforcement Bureau. I've been with the Sheriff's Office for almost 22 years. I've been with the DUI Enforcement Section since 1999, doing basically anything alcohol related, traffic crash investigations, impaired drivers, getting them off the road. Currently supervise a shift of deputies that go out and do just the same thing that I do every single day. When they find somebody that's been driving, that shouldn't be driving because they've had too much to drink, they make the arrest, process them, and get them off the streets. Maybe the parking lot of the Steak and Shake. It's a Pontiac. Stop. Just stopped the last car for racing with another vehicle on Pine Ridge Road. Took off really fast from the start, get up to the intersection. I got one of them on radar, don't know which one it was. Young kid, you know, they just don't realize what kind of injuries they can cause when they're out driving like that on the roadway and end up hitting somebody else. We just had a crash like that not too long ago where a couple people were killed from a couple racing cars that they didn't even see apparently when they made their turn and got struck by them. So it's important that they understand that, you know, it could take somebody's life because they want to show off their car or do something cool. So here in Collier County, our roads are pretty safe as far as impaired drivers go. Between the enforcement that we do every night, the education that gets done, especially in the schools with our youth relations people and the traffic enforcement people, we're getting the message out, and that seems to be helping. Over the last few years, our total number of arrests have actually declined, which is a good thing, that hopefully we're getting those people not to drive before they might have. We also have support from, strangely, from the cab companies. There seem to be more cabs, which is helping, and people are actually using that instead of driving. It's just important that we get to the people that don't plan ahead and don't think about what they're going to do once they get to a bar or somewhere and they get drinking. They need to have that plan in place to begin with. That way when they get there and the alcohol starts affecting them, they don't drink and drive. Our efforts are going along pretty well, but unfortunately there's still a diehard group that either doesn't care or gets out there and just doesn't think about what they're doing, and they end up getting out behind the wheel when they shouldn't be. Of course, we're there for them. Hopefully we can get to them before they actually get involved in a crash and hurt themselves or somebody else. Stop him, because I don't like the way that's going. Naples Tango 410, signal 75.
Tango 410.
And so on until you get to 9. When you get to the last step down here, keep the foot that's in front on the line. Take the back foot, take a couple small steps like this. The driver that we just stopped in the Jeep, clearly poorly driving back and forth across several lanes, within the lane, weaving back and forth. That's the typical kind of driving pattern that we see of somebody that might be under the influence. We stopped him. In this case, I had him do some field sobriety exercises with me. He consented to do that. Clearly impaired based on my observations of him and the exercises that he did. Unfortunately, he took the chance tonight to go out and drink and drive, and the penalty for him tonight is going to be going to jail. Fortunately, nobody got hurt. He's off the road, so at least it's 2 lives saved, him and the passenger that was with him in the Jeep.